Hello one and all! This is my reaction review and cut content discussion of Dr. Stone New World Part 2, Episode 8. And last we left off, Senku managed to not only defeat Ibarra, but get the Medusa from him, ensuring his victory and reminding him that he's not alone in the world anymore. He has friends, he has allies, and now he has a semi-magical device that can turn anybody he wants into stone. Huzzah! Oh, that's gonna be fun to say. But, right now the bigger priority is waking everyone up and getting back to the village, getting back to the rest of his people, which is going to be, a fairly lengthy process considering literally every single person was turned to stone, and the Perseus, the ship, was in some pretty rough shape, but oh boy, that's not going to be the big thing about this episode, and I'm just so excited to see not only the reveal, which I'm guessing is going to be near the end of the episode, but also the introduction of one of my favorite characters. And not even because he's all that interesting or anything, but just because of the art style he has. I mean, I really doubt the anime will be able to replicate it as fantastic as it looks in the manga, but I'm still excited to see how they do it and, to show off how it actually looked in the manga to anime-only watchers. But alright, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. I really do love the first person Senku wakes up is Chrome. Not only is it Senku's way of saying, hey, you're my fellow science user, I need you to wake everyone else up, but it's also him basically saying, Chrome, you literally saved the world. Your quick thinking, your plan to, measure out the speed of Medusa, it's what saved all of us, and so you deserve the honor of waking up first. Huzzah! And, oh god, that little confident sneer Senku has. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, also, let's not forget, Senku was, fairly badly... God damn it. And I just realized that I never actually put on the, picture-in-picture here. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm not gonna start over. That was only a few seconds. Okay, so, yeah, Senku fairly badly stabbed in the last episode. Let's not forget about that. And, there's still blood dripping down his arm. This man definitely needs medical attention. Honestly, he needs a doctor on his team, and I'm shocked he hasn't woken up one already. Yeah, Chrome, we won. Thanks to you, Chrome, we freaking won. We won all of Treasure Island for ourselves. We've won the world. Yeah, that was a nice gesture and all, but that was a high five with the arm that is still very badly wounded. Seriously, that is so messed up. I thought that next panel, next page, next scene, whatever, should be Senku just screaming ah! Ah, yes, first dream. Oh, I'm excited to talk about that, but alright, let's get into this. Time to wake up everyone else. Yeah, I consider myself a fairly smart dude. I have absolutely no idea what any of this is. Seriously. I get that they're using, the toy car to spin turbines, but I don't really know why or how or what the point of any of this is. I know they're making revival fluid, but I just mean I don't know how any of this gets them revival fluid. I love the order of this. Seriously, the page is hilarious right here. As okay, first off, we need food, and Amaryllis knows this island so she can get us food. Though her getting them food is just her knowing where the storehouses are that contain the food. I feel like that wouldn't have been all that hard for Senku or Chrome to, track down on their own. Though I do love them worshipping her. Yep, next up they need Taiju to actually, lift and move the food. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that, Senku didn't wake up Taiju first. That feels like the more logical solution. That was the first person Senku tried to wake up originally since, he really needed his muscles. Though I guess Senku needed Chrome to build whatever that freaking revival fluid making device is. Also do love Taiju carrying Amaryllis. That wasn't in the manga, but I still like it. Nice addition. And of course, none of them know how to cook, so the next choice should be obvious. Francois. Wah. Francois really doesn't do anything half-assed. I mean, that's like a full freaking 7-course meal right there. Love it. Yeah, Umbrella has never actually had a chance to try Francois' food before. As utterly heartbreaking as that is, nobody should go their life without eating such high-class food. And there we go. The static. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, I love Chrome. Even though he's a bit oblivious to love, he still understands, Ruri enough to know that's not the kind of thing she would do. She's not that kind of girl. She is way more practical than that. You go, Chrome. You know your woman. And yeah, I'm calling her his woman. I mean, he's literally spent 18 years fighting for her. I feel like that's fair. Oh, I love this part right here because, yeah, the relationships between all these characters are more than a bit weird, especially when you realize that Chrome, Ruri, even Kohaku are all technically, the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren of Senku's adopted father. And they're also all related. Yeah, I mean, Francois is the kind of person who wouldn't really care about the details, so I think she was just told that, and then just, never asked any questions again. Oh, also apparently no one ever told Taishu that Senku was technically married. Well, obviously 3 minutes after he got married. Yeah, she's confused. She is really confused, and for good reason. It is in fact a stupidly long story, as Senku had to win a fighting tournament that went on for like a full volume in order to marry her so he could get the village, so he could get alcohol, so he could find a cure for her disease, which Chrome had spent, like I literally said, his entire life trying to cure. Yeah, there's a big butt right there. Holy mother of God above. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty bad in the manga, but this actually almost looks worse. What exactly were they doing here? Were they just breaking stuff for fun? Were they trying to, I don't know, pull out anything that might be usable? Were they trying to understand how the science worked? It's weird. It's really, really weird. I mean, the spear, literally in the console, makes me think they were just trying to destroy everything for the heck of it. How? Francois has no clothing, but they apparently have gloves at the ready. Do they stop by their room to get gloves? Is there like a, basket of gloves just in this room? What's going on with that? I have a lot of questions. Actually, in the manga, Umbrella says, "Too competent, it's kinda gross. Wait, no, I love it," which was always a weird line for me. I think she was just so overwhelmed by Francois' ability that she was like, that's inhuman, but then she's like, wait a minute, I love it! And I love it too. Francois looks so satisfied now that Ryu is back, and honestly, I'm kind of amazed that Francois let them wait so long to wake up Ryu, though I guess, they wanted to wake him up in style, when he can have, like, a proper, home waiting for him. Well, that's why they wake you up, Katsuki. They only wake you up when there is work to do. Seriously, there's a future of the series where you just remain like a stone statue for centuries until someone has a project for you, and then you're woken, the great mysterious builder. Oh, I love this series. Hey, it's Kirasami, who's... Yeah, honestly, this is weird in the manga, and it's even weirder in the anime. Her clothes are nothing. She is literally just wearing a semi-transparent cloak, and that's it. I mean, you can fully see, like, her body through it, so... yeah, she's just basically almost naked almost all the time. It's a very weird design choice. I mean, she's not really an enemy. She fully turned Nibara when she realized that he was lying to her. No magma, no killing the pretty girl! Yeah, Senku doesn't do anything for no reason. There's something he wants to know, and she is the only person he can ask. He wants to know where his partner is. He wants to know where they put Kohaku. And, you know, if she knows where Jinro is too, I guess that's okay. I mean, personally, I always thought they should have just kept the statues, like, above the Master's huts, because, I mean, that'd just be so freaking terrifying. Like, this is what happens to those who betray the Master. Dun dun dun! You know, it is actually kind of weird. They changed Jinro's outfit before waking him back up. I mean, let's not forget, he was wearing like a blood-stained dress last time we saw him, and now he's back in his regular clothes. I mean, they went out of their way to make sure that Jinro, you know, didn't wake up and be like, oh, I'm still dressed as a woman. How shameful. I love that. Yeah, let's not forget, he was literally, like, stabbed through the stomach. His spine was probably severed. That's not something you can walk away from, even in our modern day world, but the Medusa is, as I said, borderline magic. Huzzah! And Senku is fully confident that Jinro will be okay. I mean, that's honestly pretty impressive. Not even a scar remains. He's just perfectly fine. Oh god, just this wonderful, touching moment between the two brothers who thought they'd never see each other again. Oh, that's fantastic. And of course, he is going to ruin it because that's just who Jinro is. Yeah, that's what he's focused on. Her chest, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because he is a pervert and her entire outfit was literally designed to be seductive, so I can't blame him too much. Now I can. Now I absolutely can. He made that face. He deserves to get hits. Seriously, my man, you came so far. Your death was one of the most tragic, amazing, selfless moments in this entire series, and within seconds, literally seconds of coming back to life, you have already ruined it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Suka's literally shaking in the background, while Senku is just smiling like, yeah, that's about right. That's what I'd expect Kohaku to do in this scene. That's not a good thing. It's not, seriously, he couldn't have gotten just a little bit better. And seriously, people in the background, I mean, you know, Kinra's like, oh my god, is my brother really this stupid? Well, the other two weren't really aware of the situation. They're like, what kind of freaks are these guys? Love it. Oh god. Right here, right here. This, oh god, seriously, this might actually, I think this one is one of the most watched videos of all times, the manga review I did of this chapter. I literally labeled it, Finally They Hug, and it got way more views than literally anything on my channel at that time by like a factor of 10. Oh, because, oh my god, just that's, oh, it's beautiful. She is just so at peace, you know, she's so relieved to see him okay, to be by his side once again. And yeah, this is not a romantic hug, but this is a sign of the absolute and complete trust that they have in one another. She's, oh god, I love this girl. I love this girl, and I love their relationship. Because he's the protagonist. And he has never once ogled her chest, you freaking moron. Oh, God, Kirasame. Yeah, Kirasame, just, oh, she is, she truly has a maiden's heart, as she is just blushing so hard. I mean, actually, she blushed even more in the manga, but, oh, she is so innocent, and I love her. Okay, yeah, that's adorable. That is so freaking adorable. Love this girl. Oh my god, she dove further into her own hair. Oh, that's so precious. Kirasame is now best girl. I mean, okay, Kohaku's best girl, but no wait. It goes Kohaku, Suka, Kirasame. Yeah, I feel like that's the order. If anyone wants to disagree with me in the comments, let me know. No, it wasn't a romantic hug. It was a hug, like I said, just a sign of their pure and utter faith in one another and their relief that they are both okay. And of course, Senku never returns the hug. He just, lets it happen without fighting back. That is his way of accepting it. And god freaking dang it, are you kidding me with this shot? This is, literally what happened in the same panel of the manga, but... oh, the foreshadowing right there. Seriously. I mean, seriously, go back and rewatch the series, or go back and read the last 137 chapters of the manga. You will be shocked at how many times you see the moon in the sky, just as a background image. But, alright, I'll get to that in a second. Also, I forgot to mention at the start of the video, this covers chapter 138, 139, and 140. Yep, they're having cola. Barrels and barrels of cola to celebrate their victory. I think this is new. I don't actually see this in the manga. I'm actually missing the panel, but alright. Something new, which, does make sense for these two characters. They are so alike, and, they're also distant relatives of each other. I'm not actually sure who's gonna win here. Interesting. Of course, this sniveling little weasel ends up being the referee. I feel like that's his entire role in, with Magma, just being referee, just setting up for all the cool stuff Magma wants to do. And seriously, she set up lighting? She set up lighting to give them a better... oh my god, that's fantastic. Oh yeah, and of course, Kirasame is gonna swear her undying loyalty to Soyu, since he is technically the leader of the island. Okay, this is definitely new. Kinro actually acknowledging his brother. Very cool. And of course he's bragging and trying to get girls, but you know what? He absolutely deserves the right to brag. He had a really true heroic moment, and he deserves a little fame for it. Of course, though, he has to exaggerate it, because that's just who he is. Like I said, it is all anime original. Very cool. And he actually has girls fawning over him. I love it. Though his most loyal fan will hopefully be introduced in this episode, and I'm so excited to see them. And again, right there in the background, the moon. Oh, I love it. Also, it is really late at night. Is her entire job just sitting here waiting to see if Senku calls her night after night over the span of, weeks, essentially? Yeah. His former wife. I'm sorry, Amaryllis. They never had the most loving relationship. Yes, Kohaku, as a person who does actually have a fairly loving relationship with Senku, can attest, Senku is not the emotional sort. At least not in front of people. Oh yeah, Ukyo, more than anyone realizes how overwhelmingly bad that is. Interference can only come from a few sources, most of which would be, other people projecting radio transmissions. And let's not forget, we are in the freaking Stone Age, so that's bad. A stronger signal in the goddamn Stone Age. Oh, Kohaku, back away. Seriously. Can you take like 5 steps backwards? I don't want you near this thing while you're holding that device. Oh god, this is terrifying. This is an honestly terrifying shot. Loved in the manga, just like the ominence of those words and what they represent for, literally everyone on Earth. I love it. I love she tried to jump backwards. I guess she was trying to, literally outrun the speed of sound, which, I mean, getting further away from it is still a very smart choice, but either way. Thankfully, Senku has already tested this and knows you need to be right up close to Medusa to actually make it work. I mean, thank God. We were all kind of bummed when that whole plan to stop Ibarra failed because Senku's microphone was too far away, but if it hadn't, they would have just, all been turned to stone and humanity would have been literally doomed. Oh god, I love how just efficient the Y-Man is. Like, yep, that is the exact distance of Earth, so therefore I won't waste, a single bit of energy by making it any more than that. Yes, Ukyo knows the real issue right here isn't necessarily the fact that Y-Man tried to kill them, but rather what the Y-Man sounded like. I love it. I seriously love just this panel in the manga and panel in the manga and in the anime, just of the cracked stone Senku face. And not gonna lie, the anime did a good job here. I usually say the manga is better, but this is, I'd say, pretty comparable. And also, oh god, this scene. I'm not really sure if this scene plays better in the manga or the anime, because I feel like in the anime, maybe people will like recognize the sound of his voice and be like, is that Senku? That sounds like Senku. What's going on? Whereas in the manga, there was like first off the whole reveal, the Y-Man's trying to petrify them all, and then there's a second reveal that we would have no way of knowing that the voice is in fact Senku's voice. So, holy mother of God above, that's terrifying. Utterly, utterly terrifying, and I love it. Yes, while everyone else is utterly terrified, Senku's like, oh, so someone using my voice try and kill us all. That's cool. Huzzah! Love this man. Absolutely love this man. Alright, now we've moved over to chapter 139, First Dream. And I do need to include the screenshot of the title because it is just so awesome. Senku fighting an evil, darkened version of himself with the power of science. Yeah, I mean, all of them have a right to be terrified, but Amaryllis, who knows nothing about science, should be extra terrified. Honestly, the fact that, Chrome and Katsuki are so calm right now is a little bit off-putting. Senku's whistling. Senku is literally whistling in this scene. Fantastic. I love it. I love the conspiracy theories because, yeah, those are all the theories that were popping up in the manga when this first happened. Oh, it's Senku from the future. Oh, it's Senku from an alternate timeline. Oh, it's Senku's twin brother. Oh, it's Senku's real biological father. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's these other things. And I won't say which of those, if any of them, is right, but I love the theorizing so much at this point in the series. There's just so many possibilities to rant about. Yeah, Ryu is just so overwhelmingly chill because there's literally nothing else they can do, and if the Y-Man is, trying to fight from this long a distance, trying to basically petrify all of them using Medusa, he probably doesn't have any better options. Yep, this is why we need Ukyo on the team, because he has godlike hearing and can tell, okay, this is not only like the same message, but it is literally the exact same, meaning this isn't actually an evil Senku out there, rather it is a synthetic voice that's being used to mimic his voice. Yes, why? That is the question. Why, man, why? What is your game plan, other than turning us all to stone again? Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be a fun fight. Yeah, these two are actually fairly evenly matched. I mean, last time that they fought together, Kawaku was wearing that dress, which seriously limited her fighting capabilities. But now she's in a regular outfit and can totally kick butts. And it's so terrifying that Jinro wants to run away, because of course he does. This is some fantastic animation for a fight that has really no significance to the story. This was like one page in the manga, that was it. But they're really going all out to really make this shine. I appreciate that. I love the effort they've put into this anime so far. I mean, it is so accurate to the manga. It's honestly a little unnerving. I made this whole video to talk about the whole series, talk about what's different, but most of it's the same, and what's different is usually just a bit of polish or some added scenes to really emphasize the moments. And of course, he would run away because Jinro is at his heart a coward. Seriously, man, you came so close to being a good character. Alright, here we go. One of my favorite characters in this entire series, Matsukaze. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Dang, he looks good. I mean, seriously, compare how he looks now to how he looked as a statue. It is night and day. I mean, apparently the petrification process wasn't able to really replicate his curly locks all that well. I love how just like old samurai this dude is, especially because it makes like no sense whatsoever. I mean, they were modern day Japanese people, and yet somehow between now and Ishigami Village, there managed to be a period that was basically feudal Japan. Oh, it's fantastic. Honestly, I think the author just wanted some sort of samurai in this series, and this was his only way to include him. This part's gonna be a little awkward, but also it's one of the best panels in the series. Oh, I am so sorry, Matsukaze. That's not who you think it is. Oh god, this is actually a little bit painful. I was so excited for this scene, but the cringe is so bad. Yeah, basically, Matsukaze's former master looked identical to Jinro, but was such a better person by every stretch of the imagination. He was just a fantastic person by all accounts. And Jinro is scum, and now Jinro is, by, transitive property, Matsukaze's new master, and he is so going to abuse that. Okay, alright, awesome! They actually managed to do a pretty good job of that. I mean, manga worlds apart, but just the ink style as Matsukaze moves is so fantastic. Oh, I love it. Okay, that's not bad. That is definitely better than I expected. Also, we can't ignore the fact that Matsukaze, with a stick, just defeated, more or less defeated, two of the strongest people on this entire island. This man is next level, and let's watch him do it again. Seriously, he fully kicked their butts. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, he is absolutely being scummy and trying to take advantage of Matsukaze and basically trying to take the role of his master. God, Kinro is just so disappointed in him. Seriously, he's like, my brother finally became a man, he finally became good. How did he get even worse than he was before? And he has a track record, more or less. I mean, she was there, she saw the sacrifice, and she is just in shock that this man that she saw literally lay down his life for the people of the Kingdom of Science would be this awful. Oh, God above. My man over here is literally crying. Oh, God. How was he so fetching while he was cross-dressing? Good question. That is a very, very good question. God, this is actually really freaking terrifying. Oh, seriously? The Medusas literally rain down from the heavens. Yeah, seriously, this is hilarious. Senku literally hears half this man's origin story and walks away because he's like, oh, that's all I need to know. That is so overwhelmingly rude and so freaking meta, and I love it. Even Matsukaze is shocked at this man's rudeness. Yep, he is literally further than the farthest reaches of the earth. I love that Senku is just waiting for the middle of the feast to announce his results. That is so Senku. God, I love the panning. Holy mother of God. That's actually, that panning right there was really good as the moon takes up the full screen. I mean, like I said, the moon has appeared so often in so many shots throughout this entire series. Literally go back, reread the manga, rewatch the anime. You will see a shocking number of times where it is right there looking down at them. And honestly, right here, it looks terrifying. It looks ominous. It looks massive. It looks like this is the enemy. This is the source of all of our problems. This is where we need to go to put things right. And it is just always there. Always looking down at them. Always ready to just strike them. Always ready to bring about the end of all of humanity. Oh, I love it! Oh, Senku, I love that look on your face. I really do. He's got a plan, and Jen can tell. Oh. Yep, there we go. And seriously, this actually looks really good. The difference between the two shots is so amazing. The first time we saw the moon, like, filling the entire screen, it was a crescent moon. It looked unnerving, it looked ominous. But now it's the full moon. It looks inviting, it looks warm. It looks like a goal that they can strive for, they can reach. They can go to the moon, just like Senku's wanted to do for literally his entire life. I mean, let's not forget the flashback. The first time Senku was inspired by science, he wondered why the moon was following him. And then afterwards, he said to his teacher, I'm going to the moon. And now he can finally do it. This is Senku's first dream, to go to the moon, and he actually has an excuse for it. And what's more, he can convince all of humanity to help him actually get to the moon simply by saying, oh, there's a bad guy there, we need to stop before he kills us all. Works for me. Huzzah! As Jen screams in the background. Wait, did this change? I think last time we saw the end credits, it was in, like, black and white, wasn't it? I don't recall it being colored. Am I wrong? I really need to go back and double check, because it's actually messing with me a little bit. Alright, next episode, Treasure Island. Okay, so I was actually wrong about something. It's only cover chapters 138 and 139. 2 chapters instead of 3. Weird. Anyway, though, fantastic episode. They added a little bit in, which really helped. The fight between Kohaku and Kirasami was fantastic. The introduction of Matsukaze, love that man, seriously. And he looked really good. I mean, like I said, manga, definitely better for him, but still, that was not a bad animation for his art style. Senku now has the Medusa. They now know that the Y-Man is their enemy who's trying to petrify them all. And they know that he's living on the freaking moon. Holy mother of God above. So yeah, next week it starts Senku's plan to go to the moon and stop the Y-Man somehow, some way. I cannot wait for that. But please, let me know what you think down below. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of the introduction of Matsukaze? Who do you think stronger, Kohaku or Kirasami? And how exactly are they going to get to the moon? What's the next step of their big plan? Let me know what you think about all this down below. And until next time, peace!